Stop making dry, tasteless meatloaf that feels like you are eating a literal brick of gray cardboard. Most people hate meatloaf because they have only ever had the version that is crumbly, flavorless, and soaked in way too much plain ketchup. Today, I'm going to show you how to fix every single mistake you have been making and turn this classic dinner into the most requested meal in your house. I have a secret technique that keeps the meat incredibly juicy, and the ingredients are probably sitting in your kitchen right now. To start, we need 2 pounds of ground beef. Make sure you get the 80-20 mix. If you buy the super lean stuff, your meatloaf will be as dry as a bone because there is no fat to keep it moist. We are also going to need 2 large eggs to hold everything together. For the flavor base, do not just throw in raw onions. Dice up 1 whole yellow onion and 2 cloves of garlic. Then cook them in a pan with a little butter until they are soft. This step is vital because raw onions stay crunchy in the oven, which totally ruins the bite of the meat. Here is the big challenge that ruins most recipes. People dump in dry breadcrumbs and call it a day. Those dry crumbs suck the moisture right out of the meat. Instead, soak your breadcrumbs in half a cup of milk for 5 minutes first. This creates a paste that traps the moisture inside. When you mix the beef, the eggs, the soaked crumbs, and a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, do not squeeze the meat. If you work the beef too hard with your hands, it becomes dense and tough like a hockey puck. Use your fingers like a rake to gently toss everything together until it just barely combines. Shape your mixture into a loaf on a baking sheet and get ready for the glaze. Mix half a cup of ketchup with 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and a teaspoon of mustard. This creates a sweet and tangy crust that is absolutely addictive. Spread half of that on top before it goes into the oven at 350 degrees. After 45 minutes, take it out and add the rest of the glaze so it gets thick and sticky. Bake it for another 15 minutes, then let it rest on the counter for 10 minutes before slicing. If you cut it too soon, all those delicious juices will run out onto the tray and the meat will get dry instantly. Once it rests, you will have perfect, tender slices that hold their shape and taste like a dream. Check out this video next to learn how to make the creamiest mashed potatoes to serve with this meal.